welcome back to our NCAA football win total series. We continue our series here in the Sun Belt Conference with Southern Miss. And Southern Miss used to be the epitome of consistent. We go back to 1996. They left independent status, joined Conference USA, went 8-3 that year under Jeff Boyer, and then it was just bowl game after bowl game. From 1997 through 2011, they missed one bowl game. That year was 2001. They went 6-5 that year. That's also under Jeff Boyer and Larry Fedora. Larry Fedora leaves after 2011. Elias Johnson goes 0-12. He's gone. Todd Monken shows up 1-11, 3-9. Gives them one more year, 9-5 in 2015 in a bowl loss there. Jay Hopson comes in, 7 wins, 8 wins, 6 wins, 7 wins, and then 3 wins in 2020 total. Hopson went 0-1. Scotty Walden shows up. He's 1-3. Tim Billings is 2-3 in a very odd year. Will Hall takes over in 2021. He's 3-9. 7-6 in 2022, which brings us to 2023. And they start out with a win. They beat Akron State 40-14 at home, and then disaster strikes. They lose at FSU. They lose to Tulane, at Arkansas State, Texas State, Old Dominion, at South Alabama, Appalachian State, and we're not talking close games. They lost by 7 to Arkansas State, and then by 4 to Old Dominion. But past that, these aren't one-score games. Finally, November 4th, they get back on the winning track. Louisiana Monroe, 24-7. Then they go to Louisiana, win in overtime, 34-31, before losing the last 2 games of the year at Miss State and then against Troy. It is a 3-9 season for Will Hall. Will Hall's back, though. Brand new offensive coordinator in Chip Long, brand new defensive coordinator in Clay Bignell, hoping to change things here at Southern Miss. At quarterback, it's a brand new quarterback. Tate Rodemaker comes in. You may know him from Florida State. He took over when Jordan Travis went down. He's now running the Southern Miss offense. Southern Miss quarterbacks were awful last year, so hopefully they'll get a little bit more out of him. But the big issue is Frank Gore Jr.'s gone. That is 1,131 yards last year. Chandler Pittman's going to be taking over. He'll be running more. Rodriguez Clark will also be getting the ball. The offensive line struggled last year to keep defenses out of the backfield. The fact that Frank Gore had 1,000 yards was just merely on him. The offensive line was just not good enough. The front 5 isn't totally starting over, but they only have Gabe Caveros back at left tackle. Transfer portals helping them out there. At receiver, Tequilin Mims is the returning receiver, but they don't have a lot of depth there either. The offense should struggle this year. They need to keep the ball on the ground. If not, it may be an issue. On defense struggled a little bit last year, and the front's really not that good. The 2 defensive tackles are experienced. Jalen Williams and Broderius Lewis are big guys. They plug holes, but that's about it. They have Jaleel Clemens. He's a good edge rusher, but he's completely solo on passing downs. He gets double teamed. Trey Pinckney and Desmond Baker are expected to start it at linebacker. They're both transfers. The secondary is a little bit of a concern here. They bring in a JUCO transfer, Jordan Johnson. Really, there's a big issue with creating turnovers and actually tackling. Big key for Southern Miss this year is moving the chains. They struggled with that last year. If Frank Gore got tackled in the backfield and first down, there was an issue. That could be an issue again, especially without that level of talent. We look at their schedule. It starts rough. They're going to lose the first time out. August 31st, they're at Kentucky. That's a loss. They should beat Southeast Louisiana on September 7th. But then they've got USF and at Jacksonville State, probably both losses before a bye. Louisiana on October 5th, toss up at ULM on the 12th. Again, another toss up. Arkansas State the 19th, toss up at James Madison, probably a loss. Then they go to the bye, and then they have a rough end of the year. Marshall at Texas State, South Alabama at Troy, probably going 0-4 there. When I look at this schedule, I see a 2 to 3 win team this year for Southern Miss. They were a 3-win team last year with Frank Gore Jr. We're probably talking about 2-3 wins. I think their ceiling is 4. That's why we're looking at most places are sitting at 4.5 as their win total. I like the under, and I like it enough that I'm looking at Caesars. Caesars under 4 wins is -115. That's where we're going to head with this. We got a little bit of push insurance with the 4. I don't see them winning 5 times, so I don't mind this. We're going to take under 4 with Caesars. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, comment on the video, check out our videos on the MAC, the Mountain West, and catch us next time as we continue in the Sun Belt.